Hello, guys. Hope you're having a good one. Thanks so much for joining us on the Sprint this afternoon, this evening. We're having a good time because today is a day filled with a lot of excitement. And you already know right here on the Sprint, what we do is we take all the good news stories that are happening in our community, sometimes on a national level, or the good stories that you have heard about, and we make that our focus of our newscast because, again, it's time to take a break from the heavy news that are happening throughout every news cycle that you can hear about. But either way, we go over those stories that'll make you smile, the stories that'll pull on your heartstrings, and the stories that'll scratch your head. For example, this one right here. We chat about a business who gives the phrase, "What are those?" a deeper meaning. Yeah, we're talking about some hoof shoes. You see them right there. My question to you guys is this something that you would wear? I personally, not my cup of tea, but apparently it is a popular shoe. So we're going to get into this later on in the Sprint. I know Jazz is super excited about this because she absolutely loves hoof shoes. We're going to hear her opinion about it all in the later part of the Sprint. But first, we got to get to this, man. Again, happening today and all week long, you can save some money because we all know it can be difficult to save money for a new home, retirement, or even pay off your student loans. Well, Roanoke Valley Saves Week kicks off today, and it's an event to learn about the Roanoke Financial Empowerment Center. It says all week you have the chance to learn about the importance of banking, credit, and saving for your retirement.
With prices going up and remaining high for things such as rent and mortgage, for things such as groceries, with the resumption of student loan payments and that sort of thing, it can become harder to save. So we want to make sure people are still encouraged to take that positive financial action.
All of the events are free, but you have to register. Of course, we got all that information on our website at WSLS.com. Jump on it as soon as you can because, again, we all know how difficult it is to save, especially in today's society. I don't know about you guys, but I unfortunately have had to dip in my savings account, and I know I am not the only one having to do that with trying to afford just the simple things like groceries or anything like that. So, yeah, if you get to a point where you can figure out better ways to save, better ways to take care of your finances and all that good stuff, this is the place to be. So make sure you go to our website, WSLS.com, to check it out, figure out how you can get better at your financial well-being. Moving on, man, we told you about this a little bit last week, kind of teasing it, but Botetourt Restaurant Week is in full effect. A lot of people pumped up about it because they are trying to help out you with so many different places and options for you to choose from pizzas to sandwiches and even dessert. There is something for everyone. More than a dozen places to try this week with plenty of options from breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Some of those spots include Donnie D's Bagels in Delhi. I actually tried that before, and by far one of the best bagels I've ever had. I always get the jalapeno bagel. I don't know, whatever your favorite is. Either way, you can't lose with Donnie D's. They also got the One Love Coffee House and Top Dogs Pub and Deli. Says that you can expect to spend between $5 to $30. So this restaurant week is going to run through this Saturday. So if you guys need a place to eat dinner or place to eat lunch, go ahead. Hit up Botetourt. They are going to set you up for their Botetourt Restaurant Week. You cannot lose with that. Now, this is a story that I think is different because so often we hear about puppies or kittens, and sometimes we'll have like a random, bear cub sprinkled in to areas where you're trying to figure out how to get it better homes so it can get rehabilitated to life. Well, this one is a non-traditional furry friend looking for forever homes, and we're talking about rodents. Yeah, we got 17 baby rats right here. Soon be up for adoptions at the Charlottesville Albemarle SPCA. Their mother, named Rapunzel, was dropped off at the shelter, and veterinarians realized that she was pregnant. It says that staff say that while some may not like these types of critters, rats can be great additions to the family. I don't know about you guys, but Stuart Little made me want a rat so bad. Look at those little eyes. It's so cute. So the babies will be available to adopt in 6 weeks. In the meantime, the shelter is in need of donations like cages, food, bedding, and toys, which can be found on its Amazon wish list. So again, if you want a little rat in 6 weeks, you can probably adopt one of these little cute little babies. Well, I ain't gonna lie, they ain't cute right now. They actually look like some little Vienna sausages. But we got Rapunzel is looking cute. So you get like you see her and you see what the little babies are going to end up looking like. So not these little weenie looking things right here. They're going to turn out to look just like this. Look at that. That's a cute little thing right there. And we call it ratatouille. What is it, ratatouille or whatever the little rat thing is with the spaghetti? You call it Stuart Little. You call it all type of stuff. Mousetrap is what it reminds me of. I don't know if you guys know about this. It's kind of one of those 90s movies, I guess, when I was growing up. One of my favorite movies, but it was called Mousetrap, and it was the stupidest comedy that you could possibly think of, but it was basically these brothers who were trying to sell this home, and this little rat, just super duper smart, ended up just wreaking havoc on their lives. So funny. If you guys have never seen Mousetrap, go check it out. But yeah, if you're interested in adopting you a little rat, go ahead, SPCA, they got your back. Go to our website, WSLS.com. You can check out how you get your hands on that. April marks National Donate Life Month. It's a month focusing on the importance and demand of organ, eye, and tissue donations. Doctors say that nationwide there are more than 100,000 people waiting on different transplant lists. And that number is still growing. There are over 1 million people in the United States who have received a transplant at some point, according to doctors at Lewis Gale Medical Center. So there are several different avenues that you could take to be set up for organ donations. The easiest way is when you are renewing or getting your driver's license. You can also speak with your primary care doctor. So we all know how important those transplant lists are and how important it is to be an organ donor if it is on your heart. I know not recently, but as an adult, getting my license, that is something that I did add to my driver's license because, doing so many different stories with so many families who have failed kidneys or need heart transplants or need these different important organs, but they're on a waiting list. That's a scary thing to have to factor in, especially if you got to figure out if you're the right match for certain organs. It's always cool to see those success stories where you have people who do match up and they tend to be connected for a lifetime. So yeah, now this is one of those things that you guys can really consider. I think it will be a very, very big benefit and a possible blessing to somebody out there who are in need of some type of organ, no matter what their circumstance may be. So again, let this month be something that will kind of encourage you to reconsider. If you thought to yourself that you didn't want to be an organ donor, just think about it and kind of do some research and see how much help and how much need that is in that particular field. Moving on, man, WSLS is always partnering with the American Red Cross this year, trying to celebrate some heroes of people in our community doing something special for others, or putting others' lives before theirs, making some type of difference right now. And this year's medical hero is Dr. Carol Bernier. She serves as the lead active medical director for many EMS squads across the region. Says Carol works to make sure the departments have the funding, equipment, and training that they need to help others when they need it the most. She will be honored at the Celebration of Heroes Breakfast along with several other local heroes on April 18th at the Hotel Roanoke. We'll be telling you all about this story and other stories of heroes every morning on Virginia Day, on 10 News at noon. And you can also check out their full story on our website at WSLS.com. Again, and let those be kind of like inspirations to make a difference in our community. So often, you remember I told you guys about this kind of last week, where my biggest pet peeve is I absolutely hate the bystander effect, where some people see something going on and they think to themselves, oh, this is not my problem. I'm not going to concern myself with it. I'm just going to walk away, or don't even do anything to kind of step in and help. I absolutely hate that because, again, you never know what life you can change or what life you can help by just simply taking a moment to, put yourself in their shoes and figure out, if I was that person, would I want the help? Would I want the, support of some sort? And I'm not telling you guys, insert yourself into all type of crazy gang activity or nothing like that. But if you see something, at least say something is my thing. But yeah, shout out to these heroes, because these heroes, they definitely make a difference in our community. Speaking of people making a difference in our community, is our meteorologist, because you always got to know what's happening on outside, whether you got to wear a sweater, whether you got to wear shorts, a t-shirt, you name it. We got our meteorologist, Parker Beasley, joining us right now with our Eclipse Monday forecast.
Hey there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Parker Beasley. Here is a look at what we're tracking this week. The setup: 2 low-pressure systems bringing isolated showers Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to our area. Once we get into Thursday, that's when some widespread rainfall starts to build in, even the potential for some storms to develop as temperatures will be in and around 70 degrees. Here's how much rainfall we could see all week long throughout Friday afternoon, anywhere from 1/4 of an inch all the way up to 2 inches possible. As we have a last look at your extended forecast, 70s all the way through Thursday, cooling down on Friday. Then this upcoming weekend looks absolutely perfect.
All right, Parker, thank you so much. Coming up next after the break, we are getting into some NCAA news. Obviously, we already know who won for the women's team. We got South Carolina Gamecocks Coach Don representing, and unfortunately ending Caitlyn Clark's beautiful record so far, but it's okay. It was end up being a very sweet words that she had to say to her. Also, Southwest plane Boeing 737 still in some hot water because we got some more raggediness happening up in the air. And then also we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. These particular shoes are apparently gaining some popularity. Would you wear them is the question. Hoof Shoes. We're getting into that after the break. Want to know your thoughts. If you guys see this story, please go to our website and article and post your comments. But again, getting into this right after the break. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere on WSLS.com on The Sprint. Welcome back to The Sprint, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. You already know we are here to give you guys all the good news, all the good juju coming in from our news cycle that, again, can be super duper heavy with all the politics and all the war and all this stuff. No, we are here to kind of take a break from that, give you things to smile about. For example, I think this is something that'll make anybody smile, especially if you are a South Carolina Gamecocks fan, but also even if you're a Caitlyn Clark fan, because, again, there's respect given in a very appropriate fashion here. So again, the South Carolina Gamecocks and Coach Don Stanley completed the, let me get to the right video. There we go. Boom, right there. Yeah, so they basically completed their perfect season. They beat Iowa, ending Caitlyn Clark's historic college career with an 87-75 win in the NCAA championship. It says the South Carolina went undefeated this season, making it just the 10th team in the history of the Division I women's basketball to finish with a perfect season. It's the Gamecocks' 3rd title in school history. And after the game, the coach congratulated Iowa for an incredible season. And she also had a very special message of thanks to Iowa's star player, Caitlyn Clark.
But just don't want to not utilize this opportunity to thank Caitlyn for what she's done for women's basketball. Like her shoulders were heavy and getting a lot of eyeballs on our game. And sometimes as a young person, it could be a bit much, but I thought she handled it with class.
So I absolutely love this, man. I love it when coaches can just take time to give, credit where credit is due. Again, this was Clark's final college game. She broke the Division I scoring record for women's and men this season. And her next stop, WNBA draft, which is next week. But again, also it's so crazy. So when Iowa beat LSU, even their coach has some good words to say. I think she said something along the lines of, I'm glad this is her last year. So she basically don't have to deal with her on the court anymore because, again, Caitlyn Clark was definitely off the chain. But again, shout out to the Gamecocks because they are, too, an awesome team as well. And again, I know a lot of people are super duper pumped about Dawn because she is from Philly. So I saw a lot of Philly fans saying, yo, shout out to my Philly girl doing her thing with the women's basketball team. Speaking of basketball, let's stay in that same vein real quick. Over on the men's side, you got these guys, UConn and Purdue, facing off the men's championship title tonight. UConn defending national champion. And then if they win, it will be the first repeat championship in 17 years. But a Boilermakers win would be the first ever in Purdue program history. So the tip-off's at 9:20. Again, a lot of excitement there. I wonder how y'all's brackets turned out. Like, was it a good deal or what? Did you bust? Like, what did you do with your brackets? Because I see some people are saying that, hey, I had actually a good luck this year, and then some people are just like, yeah, I didn't have no luck at all. But whatever. Either way, good luck to the men's basketball team. And again, it's another exciting time to just look forward to March Madness. I love it. Absolutely. Moving on, man. Check it out. Health wise, we got to talk about that stress, man, because get this, it's a significant impact on your health and happiness. We all know how stressful it can be in life. We had to talk about this story because, again, maybe, just maybe, it may help some people lighten that stress load, okay? So, some warning signs that you're too stressed are the loss of appetite, emotional eating, sleeping too much or too little, headaches, stomach issues, and mood changes. Doctors say that you can cope with stress by being active and eating better.
If you are chronically stressed, you can eat vitamin C rich foods to help mitigate some of the wear and tear that your body experiences from stress. Also, magnesium rich foods can be helpful. They help to regulate the stress hormones in your body and promote relaxation.
They also say getting between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night plays an important part in stress management. So, yes, if you are stressed out, please take this stuff to heart because, again, you only got one life. And you got to do what you got to do to make sure that your body is, you're listening to your body. You know, don't overwork yourself. There is nothing in this world that is worth stressing to the point of damaging your health. Speaking of stressful situations, we got to get into this, man. Another terrifying situation over at Southwest Airlines. Come on, man. Another terrifying airplane experience this weekend as passengers watched part of their plane rip apart during takeoff. This is the damage right here. You see it right there on your screen of the Southwest airline engine cover being peeled back right before the plane lifted off the ground. The Boeing 737 was scheduled to fly from Denver to Houston, but right now it is unclear what the source of the malfunction was. The FAA is currently investigating, but while the plane is manufactured by Boeing, they say that the engine is not. Passengers on board reportedly okay, but nevertheless stunned by an in-flight moment. Y'all, I don't know if there's like an expiration date or something that's going on with these things, but I'm tired of every week, it feels like every week, seeing some type of raggediness happening with our planes. You know, and by the grace of God, these things are like, you know, to this day, it's still the safest mode of transportation because I think there are a lot of safety features that are in place should something go wrong. But at the same time, this is so unsettling. Like, I don't know what I would do if I was, and I'm a window seater. Like, I can't sit anywhere else. I got to sit by the window because I want to at least see what's going on, whether I'm in the clouds or not. But if I looked out and saw something like this, do you realize the panic that would come over my soul? I honestly am strongly considering just driving, period, from point A to point B. Anywhere I go, yeah, the plane is convenient and all, but man, I tell you, seeing stuff like this just makes you rethink the way you want to drive or get from point A to point B. And maybe you want to just consider, those road trips don't sound that bad. You know, I do want to try a train one day, maybe. But yeah, when they keep on doing this type of mess, man, I don't know. They just, I hope they get it together because Lord knows we don't need anything awful happening in the air with one of our commercial flights. All right, moving on to this story of the day. The thing that I think a lot of people are really scratching their heads at, including myself. A business in Wisconsin, though, they're soaking it in because they're making some moolah based off of this. But they're called Hoof Shoes. And apparently, it's a big business. So if you like, what is a hoof shoe? Think of a moose foot, a cow foot, a horse, the little foot. Either way, think of that. Think of a non-human foot, a non-human shaped foot, and put it in a shoe. That's what these things are. So again, they say it's not horseshoes, but they call them hoof shoes, designed to be worn by people. Basically, high heels with no heel, featuring a toe that resembles an animal hoof and also some fur. So the owner of Chaos Costumes says that most of her customers are people who like to dress as fawns. I don't even know what that is. Centaurs and ponies, perhaps perfect for a Renaissance fair or a convention. But there's also a flat version of the hoof shoe. The fantasy footwear maker also sells dragon horns and fairy wings. So if you guys see on your screen, these people are a little tapping around. having a good old time. I was looking online on social media, and I couldn't even take y'all to the comment section because some of y'all just being y'all were being kind of mean. But a lot of people were concerned, like, "Yo, this is a ankle accident waiting to happen, and if anything, you're gonna have some strong calf muscles because you got to do some balancing of some sort on these things." I don't know if they feel like walking on stilts. Either way, very unattractive to me. But some people, again, apparently people are into this type of stuff. Not my cup of tea. I'm not throwing shade at anybody who got them a pair of them right now or somebody who's looking at this and being like, that's a cool shoe. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to do. But I am okay with my foot being flat on the ground in a shoe fashion and not some type of animal foot. Because honestly, as a kid, if I was a child walking by and a person just had one of them jokers on in a movie theater or something, and I looked down and my brain would literally be like, what in the world is happening from their ankle down? I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, but I know some people out there super popular. They think it's cool. I know Jazz got her pair on right now at the desk. So let's go ahead and talk to Jazzy Jazz. Jazz, are you with me?
I see you got jokes today.
I'm just saying, girl, you got to make sense of this because I can't.
I don't know why you watch these people though, like you don't got a pair in your closet though.
What? Girl, ain't nowhere in the world one of them things be in my closet. I would actually just feel like it's animal abuse. I don't know. It just makes,
it reminds me of, remember Nadia? The Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe?
Yes, that is true. Okay, that makes sense.
It reminds me of that. But it's weird because I wasn't online too much this weekend. I was just kind of taking a breather and spending time with family. But for like the little bit of time that I was online, I was scrolling through Facebook. I saw this funny video, and it was like this couple, and they were getting ready, and she was like, "You look good, but like the shoes, I'm just not good with the shoes." And they zoomed in. It was like a little stuff, and I remember being so confused. Like I thought it was just like a joke. I didn't realize it was actually a clothing item.
Oh, so, God!
Yeah, that's interesting. It's an interesting look.
Look, and like I said, you think kids be walking around with regular tennis shoes talking about some, what are those? I would be like, I wouldn't know what to think if I saw that. But again, I guess it would be appropriate in a costume setting. If you're doing something on a movie set or anything like that, in my mind, and again, I'm not throwing shade at people who want to, play basketball in them. If you want to do that and that floats your boat, go right ahead. But I personally think that that's like a broken ankle to happen in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Did we talk about how much they cost?
No.
Okay, I'm about to pull up. So I'm just curious.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It would be really expensive.
Oh, God.
Because you know how these fashion trends, they never make sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it looks like it takes a lot of work when you look at the construction of it and all that stuff. Like, it looks like it takes some time.
Bust tennis shoes.
Oh, gosh.
Hold on.
I'm nervous about this. I'm gonna take a guess. I'm gonna say maybe $100.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I can't even find them.
Oh, see. Be careful what you Google.
What are those? I know, right? Okay, let's see. New Hoof Shoes.
Oh, gosh.
Let me get this.
That's how you know.
It's like shoes for actual horses.
Look, we can't even Google them correctly.
The ones that I am seeing are $200.
Oh, God, $200. So I was off. Well, okay. Yeah. To be fair, in this shot right here, Jazz, they look kind of like Ugg boots.
Okay, I'm seeing some. Yeah, it looks like a lot of them are in the 200 range.
No, ma'am.
178.
No, ma'am.
The dress shoes, those are the ones that I saw with the dress shoes. The ones I'm looking at right now are $219, and then they have the Hoof.
Oh, God. Black. Oh, no, they don't.
Different colors. They got black, light brown, cream, and white.
Oh.
Oh my God. Temu.
That's how you know. Them jokers getting in on the action. I bet them jokers too hollow. Girl.
The flats, the ballet flats, $30. Oh
No.
my God. And they got like a pair that's 13.
No, ma'am.
They did not waste any time.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys are watching this and if this is a shoe that you're interested in, go ahead with your bad self. Matter of fact, order extra pairs in honor of us because we probably would never put them on. Oh, Jazz. Well, you got anything else, girlie?
Just make sure you guys sign up for our Earth Day contest. We're looking for what Earth Day means to you through art. We want you to show us what the special day represents for you, and you can do so by sharing any sort of forms of art, whether it's a pretty sunset, a painting, anything that holds meaning to you. You can do so and show us that by heading to WSLS.com/pennant. And on Earth Day, we will draw a winner at random, and they will be awarded a $250 Visa gift card.
Woo.
So you guys enter. It's super excited, and we just want to see what Earth Day means to you because it's a really special day, and we love seeing you guys. The nature photos that you all submit is absolutely gorgeous. So again, head to WSLS.com/pennant and share your Earth Day pin with us for a chance to win $250. And all the rules and information for that could also be found, for this contest could also be found on WSLS.com. It's completely free to enter. All you need to do is sign up to be an insider. So.
Perfecto. All right, Jazz. Well, I know you on there. You hit order. You put something in your cart trying to get some stuff off of Temu. So if you come around clicking around, I'm gonna have to hit you and make you fall. All right, Jazz. Bye. Y'all, let me know exactly what y'all think about those shoes. Hold on, my keyboard is not working. Why my keyboard's not working? There we go. Hold on, let me get it up. Boom. Boom. There you go. I finally got it together. The keyboard to start working. Either way, thank y'all for joining us today. And again, we do want to know your opinion on these kind of shoes because I know some people out there, they might be salty that we roasted them a little bit. I would roast a hoof foot as much as I would roast another shoe that I don't too much care for. So anyways, I'm not putting or throwing shade at any particular people or any community or any people who like to explore in that category. I'm just simply saying them some rough looking shoes. Okay? Either way, let us know your thoughts. If you see this episode later on online, drop it in the comment section. We would love to get to your comments and just show you some appreciation and love for even watching us. Again, thanks so much for chilling with us throughout today on this Eclipse Monday and this afternoon and an evening. We'll see you guys back here again tomorrow afternoon and evening on WSLS.com for the Sprint.